Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! It's a very shift Christmas. I don't care if you like the term. I don't care if you don't like it. That's what it is. We're optimistic. We got naughty and nice lists. We got Christmas wishes, Nick Earnshaw. Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas. I'm excited, man. It's a beautiful day. I love the holiday giving season. I'm ecstatic. As you can see, we got Frozone St. Nick out here. So we're ready to go. I'm excited to do this show, man. A little Christmas shift special. Let's give the people what they
You,
want, Fran.
dude, you look like you could legitimately, like, you could host like a party or something somewhere where you're the DJ right now and you got the
Yeah.
headphones on the way you got
Kidding
them
me?
on, and you ever thought about being a DJ?
It's crossed my mind. It's crossed my
It
mind.
has,
I,
it
you know,
has,
I,
bro.
I'd be spinning the
That's what I'm
records,
saying.
getting ready to go.
You got the swag to do it. You can
I'm gonna
spin
have to
them.
take these off in a second. I really can't see.
That's
I
fine. Yeah,
really
no,
can't see
you just do
anything.
it just for the
But
intro for right now. Like, let me finish what I was gonna say though. I feel like I could see you spinning some like Christmas records right now for
yeah,
for the
some
people
Santa
today.
Tell Me, some Ariana Grande, some Bing
Yeah.
Crosby, some Michael Bublé, Mariah Carey. I'll get the whole playlist now. Are you
Little
kidding
John
me?
Lennon.
Little
Uh,
John Lennon in here. How about
uh.
that? Paul
That's what.
McCartney.
Yeah.
Stop
Look
playing.
at that. All right, you can now
Is this a
take off.
baseball show? Do we talk baseball on
I
this show?
think so. I think so. It might be. That's where we're
Oh
going with
man.
this. But you now have permission to take off
All
the
right.
shades if you would like
You
to.
you you request these are special requests by you.
Yeah, you really can't see how you can see in those.
No, I could like a little bit. It was like, but like I was being blinded. I got like a ring light in here that I fixed
Weren't you wearing that at ESPN?
for about the same amount of time I just did.
So you're a fraud, is what you're saying.
No, I wore it for one segment. I wore it
Ah,
for one segment. One segment I did.
fraud,
I had a different hat
fraud.
on for that show. I had I had one that said Feliz Navidad on it. I think I had it on the
Ah,
back. Yeah.
I haven't worn a
Yeah.
Santa hat in a while. It's
You
been
don't
a
have
minute.
one?
I
Come on,
do. I just
get
don't wear them.
festive, would you?
I just don't
Would you
wear
have some
them.
fun? Get festive.
I'm festive right now, man. Look at me. I'm
All
wearing
right.
red.
You got the red on. You got the red on. I'll give you
Yeah,
that. I'll give you that.
yeah.
I'll
And
give
I'm
you that.
going to a Christmas Eve party right after this. I'll be wearing some pajamas. It's actually a sriracha sauce themed
Dude,
pajamas.
PJs too? PJs too?
Yep. We talked
About that,
about
me
this. You
too.
acting
Yes.
surprised. What you mean?
I got Sixers PJs on. How about that?
Ah, nice,
Yeah,
nice. I like it. I like it. The team's playing well.
yeah, they are.
So, before we get off on a tangent to basketball, uh, let's talk about some baseball. Um, First off, before we get to the fun Christmas themed stuff, there was some big news that happened this week. Right after, shout out to Matt Musico that we had him on this past Sunday. If you didn't catch that episode, please, go listen, go watch it. It was a great episode overall. We did talk about Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but there were other stuff that we also talked about. We did our all-time Mets team. We did, the pulse of the Mets off season so far. So make sure you go check that out with Matt. Appreciate him as always. That's our guy. But speaking of Yamamoto, Nick, to the LA Dodgers, 12 years, $325 million. And I want to preface it with this before I just get your initial thoughts when you heard the deal go through first. I want to preface it with this. I saw a tweet yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that basically if Yamamoto was a major league prospect right now, he would actually be right behind Paul Skeens. So does that mean Paul Skeens should get $400 million, Nick? I don't know. Just kidding, kind of. But nonetheless, Yoshinobu Yamamoto gets 12 years, $325 million. I think there's some sort of a $15 million signing bonus as well. So, Nick, the Dodgers get the guy that says he wanted to be a Dodger all along, wanted to play with Shohei Ohtani. What are your thoughts just initially off the bat before we get to our official question for the trade?
No, Fran, when I heard the trade, I honestly, my honest opinion, right? My honest opinion, I was just like, nah, of course. Of course. When I heard about the signing, right? I was like, of course. All right. All right. Like, of course, the Dodgers got him too, right? Like, of course, they outbid everybody. They signed him. They get Shohei Ohtani. They're now having dinner. Shohei and Yoshi are having dinner now together because they're both Dodgers. They made all this money. I mean, $1 billion between two players. It's insane. That was kind of my first reaction. It didn't shock me. It really didn't. Like, I was like, okay, the Dodgers are just going to spend all this money for what? I mean, for what reason, right? Like, they're going to be a really good team. They'll be a really good regular season team. They'll probably win 110 games. Fine, great, good for you. But they find a way during the playoffs, and they find a way to lose every single year. It's like clockwork. They are the best team in the regular season. They're beating everybody. They have all these stars, La La Land, all etc. And boom, they find a way to lose. Are they going to get hot? I don't know. You can't buy championships in baseball. It's not doesn't work like that anymore. The way in 2023, 2024, you can't buy a championship. It's not going to work. And we haven't really seen that in a long time. It's whoever gets hot at the right moment. And like the Astros, when they went through their period of really being at the top, I mean, they're still a really good team. Don't get me wrong, but going to all these World Series, they built that team through their farm system for the most part. Signed other pieces, made trades. They didn't spend $1 billion on two players. Come on. I just listen, good for them. Good for the Dodgers. They'll be a good team. They'll be a contender, but I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so my initial thoughts, Nick, were okay. The Dodgers are dominating the headlines. It goes Glass now, it goes Ohtani, and now it's Yamamoto, and it's kind of been. I mean, besides the Soto trade, it's kind of been a boring offseason so far. So I guess it just feels like. I mean, no, it doesn't feel that way. I mean, the Dodgers have been dominating the headlines so far.
Yeah.
So that was like my initial thing is like, here we go, the Dodgers. Dodgers are just doing absolutely like everything right now. And that's what the Dodgers do. And like you said, the $1 billion between Ohtani and Yamamoto, it's insane, it's crazy. So I mean, but I don't know. For me, man, it's like this, right? And this is the question I kind of want to pose. Like this rotation, okay, like is it good enough to for them to win a World Series? Because you're talking even about 110 games. Like, actually, like I don't know. Their offense kind of carried them last year, but like, how sustainable is that necessarily? Yes, their bullpen's still really good, but this rotation's supposed to keep them a consistent like 100-game winner and get to the playoffs and give them a chance to win the World Series. And I see two sides of this. I tweeted this out the other day. This is kind of my take on this. It can either be on one side, I'll go good news first, right? Good news, it could be Yamamoto is as good as advertised. He's as good as that money says. He was winning the Cy Young and MVP version over there in Japan, wherever the award was. And he's as good as that is. And he comes over here and he's good right away. And he's the ace of that rotation. And then you would have Glass now, stays healthy and really pitches his potential that we all know he can. When he's been healthy, we've seen it. And Walker Buehler comes back, and he's Walker Buehler from 2019. That's or whatever those great years that Buehler had. And then Bobby Miller, makes strides as like one of their great young prospects or pitchers. Not even a prospect technically anymore. If you have those four playing to their potential, pitching their potential, you don't even need Emmett Sheehan to really do anything. So that's one side. They could have the best rotation in baseball, and they could carry them to make a World Series run. Or on the other side, Glass now can't stay healthy. That's been the issue with him. Yamamoto isn't as good as advertised. He's not the pitcher the guy hasn't even thrown a pitch at in Major League Baseball, and he's making however much money a year, like $30 million a year, whatever it is. So either he's not as good as advertised, Glass now can't stay healthy, Buehler comes back, can't stay healthy, or he just loses it for whatever reason, just because of the health issues. And then you got two young pitchers back there that they're not supposed to be the ones shouldering, the load of this rotation. It's supposed to be those three. So it could either be really good for them, right? And they could make a World Series run, or it could be a disaster. And how much is having a great offense and a really good bullpen sustainable for you to make a World Series run. Because that's what the Dodgers trying to do, man. They got Ohtani, and this is what they're supposed to do. So to me, it's like it's going to go one way or the other. With the Rangers, right? This year, the Rangers signing DeGrom, even though DeGrom wasn't even there, signing some of the other big names they did with Semien and Seager in the past. It was either going to go one way for them or it was going to go the other way. And they got a little bit lucky because they had to play the Diamondbacks in the World Series, and it went the one way for them. That's how I see this. It's going to go one way, Nick, or it's going the other way.
Yeah, listen, for me, like this, it would be a little bit different if Shohei was pitching this year, but he's not going to be pitching. He's only going to be a designated hitter. It'd be, all right, yeah, like they have Yoshi. All right. He's still an unknown, still relatively unknown. You don't know what he's going to be when he gets here. Gave him a lot of money. He pitched well in the World Baseball Classic. He pitched well in the Japanese League. Fine, right? Shohei's not pitching this year, so that takes another element out. Kershaw's a little older. What are you going to get from Walker when he comes back?
Kershaw's a free agent.
Yeah. Oh,
he might
yeah.
not
So
even come back.
He might not even come back. So
he might go to the Rangers.
Yeah, who knows? This is an unknown for me. This is an unknown for me heading into this year because I don't know what you're going to get out of Yoshi. Like, you don't know. You just gave a guy over $300 million. You outbid the Yankees. Great. But listen, they went out and got a pitcher. Fine. But you don't have that depth there in your starting rotation. It's just not there. And it's been a problem for them. It's been a problem for the Dodgers over the years. And Shohei's not going to be there. So it's like, are the young guys going to step up? Is Miller going to step up? Is he going to be able to turn into that pitcher they want him to be? I don't know. There's so many what ifs with this rotation. Yoshi's a what if himself. So right. I think he's going to be a really good pitcher, but he's still a what if. You still don't know. He still hasn't stepped on a major league field yet. I think there's concern there a little bit. But listen, I think they're still going to find a way to win over 100 games this year if they stay healthy. But it's something to watch because this isn't a rotation with a lot of depth, and we know how important pitching is. We'll see what happens. It's a big what if for me.
Yeah, and you mentioned the depth right there too. Like, look, it's a bit of bad luck for the Dodgers last year. Like, Gonsolin's been a great pitcher in the past. He needed Tommy John, I believe. Buehler, has been hurt the last couple of years. He's supposed to be one of their big pieces.
He's a what if too, coming off injury. I mean, that's a what if too.
Right, and Urias, the whole thing happened with him there. He was a 20-game winner. I mean, as much as wins don't matter, he's a 20-game winner a couple of years ago. So, but my whole point is that, like, the Dodgers, even like you mentioned, winning 100 games there, right? Even if they just do, their pitching still is going to have to come up big for them in the playoffs because what happened with them with the Diamondbacks? I mean, that's what happened. That's why they didn't win that series because, because of the pitching. All right, so I think we both are agreed on it's an unknown.
Yeah.
But for me, it could go either way. All right, so let's get to the ham. What do you eat? What do you eat for Christmas?
We did ham for a number of years in my family. A number of years we did ham, but now we do roast beef.
Okay, now. Good choice.
Yeah. So we made the switch a few years back, and I'm glad we did. I'm more of a roast beef guy than a ham guy.
What's your side?
Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. We got the asparagus. What else? We got corn. I mean, there's a number of things.
Okay, so I'll go. Mine is ham and macaroni and cheese. And you can go with roast beef or whatever you want because we're not going to do meat and potato. But technically, it is meat and potatoes still.
We have potatoes. We get we have the mashed potatoes out there as well.
Potatoes
as a side.
Are you from the South? Potatoes.
From the South.
Is that how they say?
What did I say? Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. Water.
Yeah, sure.
Tomato.
Sure. All the same thing. Well, either way, this is where we have some fun, Nick. 3 Christmas wishes. Ooh, boy, I'm excited to share these. I'll let you go first, though. Give me 3 Christmas wishes you have for Major League Baseball. Okay. I guess in 2024, however you want to do it. I got 3 myself, but I want to hear your 3 first.
Okay, so I'll start with my 3. Number 1, can Major League Baseball stop tinkering with the pitch clock? Stop it. Just stop playing with the rules. I'm so sick of it. They can't decide what they want. They're subtracting 2 seconds off now with runners on. Enough.
Well, thank God
That's
the
one.
players rejected the new the 2024 rule changes.
Oh, dude. They gotta stop. They just gotta stop. All right, enough. They've tinkered with this game so much. Enough's enough.
Side note: did you see that one of the rule proposals was that if for a relief pitcher was warming up, he automatically had to go in the game? That is ridiculous.
Stop. MLB, stop with the rule changes. Enough.
Unbelievable.
Enough of these drastic. I can't take it. I can't take it.
I agree with you. Go to your second one.
Number 2, can Blake Snell and Jordan Montgomery sign somewhere already? Let's get this offseason. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. We had the momentum with Shohei, Yoshi. All right, let's
do you have teams specifically for them?
No, I just want them signed at this point. I mean, we picked our teams. But I just want them signed. Let's get them signed. Okay. Let's keep the momentum of keeping Major League Baseball in the news, keeping the news cycle rolling. Keep it going. Let's go, guys. Stop taking forever. It takes years off my life. All right. Number 3. Come around on this, and you're not gonna like this one. Because I want to have some conflict here as we go through the offseason. The Philadelphia Phillies need to sign Josh Hader. Sign Josh Hader. Replace Craig Kimbrell. They're my 3 heading into the new year for Christmas. They're my 3 on my wish list.
As a Phillies fan, I don't want to give Josh Hader all that money. I'd rather give Blake Snell the bigger contract.
Already into the luxury tax, my friend. Already into the luxury tax.
I understand that. I would. Yeah, I guess you're right. It really. Well, what it depends on is it depends on John Middleton's budget. It depends on you know what I mean? It depends on what he wants to do with the money. Where I don't know. Obviously, he has a budget. I mean, he has some type of budget, and I would just see. I don't want to make this a Phillies podcast, but I would rather have Blake Snell. That's all I'm going to say.
That's fair.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's fair. You could slide his name in. Hey, I said I want. He's number 2. He's number 2 on the wish list. It's just a wish list.
Jordan Montgomery wouldn't be a bad fit for the Phillies either. I don't love the money for them. I don't love that. I don't think Jordan Montgomery's worth all that money. That at least the market value says.
Yeah, that's fine.
He did have a great postseason. He had a great showing. All right. My 3 wishes. This first one, I'm pretty sure you're not going to like this. I also feel weird saying this, but I know this sounds weird. I want the Yankees to be good. I want them to get back to the World Series. You know why? It's good for baseball when the Yankees are playing well. I didn't say for them to necessarily win the World Series. I just said at least for them to get back there because baseball naturally does better. Ratings-wise, audience, all that stuff is better when the Yankees are playing well. So I, Francisco Rojas, wish for the Yankees to be good, for Juan Soto to potentially win an MVP in pinstripes, which he could, and maybe get back to the fall class.
My headphones working? These working?
Oh my God.
Are these working correctly? What
put your shades back on.
The heck?
What's your response? What's your response?
One. No, we don't want the Yankees to be good. I want to see any New York team fail. I want them to fail and fail and fail.
Isn't it more fun? Oh, you want to do that? Isn't it more fun? As Phillies fans, we'll speak about it. Isn't it more fun when the Mets are good and the Phillies are good too, so we can have the back and forth? Isn't that fun?
It's fine. I love seeing.
Yeah, I know you. I
want to see them. I want to see these fans suffer. I want to see them suffer.
Do you know like a Phillies Yankees World Series? Okay, you can see the Yankees fans suffer when we beat them in the World Series.
All right.
Yeah,
it's your wish list. 2. It's your wish list. Go ahead.
Number 2.
I'm gonna get you a Yankees hat. Go to Cooperstown.
Relax. Oh my God. I have nothing Yankees. Number 2. And you're welcome ahead of time. For Ellie De La Cruz to have a breakout year.
Look, he's
speaking
good
things. Hold on. You know what? I've just figured out my theme for all my wishes here too. All my wishes here are for good for baseball. The Yankees are good. It means it's good for baseball. Ellie De La Cruz, he has a breakout year. He becomes one of the faces of baseball. He was almost one of the faces of baseball when he was an OPS plus of like 2. So, like, I want Ellie De La Cruz to have like a 35 homer,
I know
like
you want to
40
come on.
double.
You want to come on the
Huh?
good side. You want to join the
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz fan
Blah,
club.
blah, 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 blah. Josh Hader to the Phillies. So Ellie De La Cruz, that breakout year, like 35 homers, like 99 stolen bases. I don't know. Just screw it. Give me some flashy defense like he has, and steal home like 15 times. I mean, I like it. I like Ellie De La Cruz to have a breakout year. That's my wish.
I love it. That just made up for your first thing on your list. That
I
just made up for
figured.
the Yankees thing. It made up for it. I'll give you credit for that one. I'll
I
finally give you
figured.
credit for that one. Because
Thank you.
hey, if Ellie De La Cruz shows up and has a bounce back year, that's good for baseball.
It is. That's my point. All right, so third one. Um, that's an interesting one because they haven't been good in like 10 years. But I want Mike Trout to be healthy. And I want if Mike Trout is healthy, he's gonna put up monster numbers. And I think it's fun to talk about Mike Trout being, already a Hall of Famer. I think we can all agree on that. And before he was starting to get hurt the last couple of years, it was like, oh, this guy's on his way to being, the greatest of all time. So I wish, and I think all of us wish this for Mike Trout to be healthy. I want him to be healthy this year. He had a couple of scary injuries last year. I mean, there was one injury that came out. There was a report that it might be career ending. It wasn't necessarily true, but I want Mike Trout to be healthy in 2024, and I want to see another like MVP type of performance. That's what I want from Mike Trout. He's getting older. He's on the other side of 30. I'd like another MVP type of year. Mike Trout, be healthy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can agree with that one. When Mike Trout's healthy, when he's on his game, when he's playing in the lineup every day, it's fun to watch, man. Like there's only 2 players in the league who can really capture that essence, and it's Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. And if you can get Mike Trout back to MVP form, get him in the lineup, staying healthy consistently, that's amazing because he's been so fun to watch over his career. Millville native. It'd be awesome if he could just stay on the field. It's so sad because he's so talented. He's a generational type player. Get him back in the lineup. I like that one too.
And another thing is like this doesn't mean the Angels will be good. It doesn't mean that.
No,
it doesn't mean that. But I think just generally speaking, for Mike Trout to have a good year. So those are our 3 Christmas wishes. Let us know out there what you thought of our wishes. Who did you like more? Who did you agree with more? Who did you disagree with? Give us some of your wishes. I would love to know your wishes out there as well. Let us know on Twitter. It's at @theshift_media on Twitter. You can see all of that if you're on YouTube right now. You see at the bottom of the ticker here. But if not, if you're listening to us on Spotify and Apple, it's on Instagram, @theshift_media. And the same with Twitter. So yeah, go do that. All right. So to close, Nick, we are going to do our naughty and nice list. I will go first. We're going to do naughty first. Let's get the bad out of the way this time first.
Get them out of the way.
Get it out.
Who's getting cold?
Yeah, who's getting? Oh yeah, they're getting coal. They're definitely getting coal. I would easily get them coal. So first one for me. This is recent, like yesterday. Jonathan Papelbon. I mean, he deserved coal like 5 years ago. I'm sure, Nick, you saw the Alex for Vertigo comments.
Verdugo. Yeah.
He said Verdugo, but then he said Vertigo.
Yeah.
The whole tweet. What a clown. It's just a shame this guy is, I'm speaking from the heart as a Phillies fan. It's a shame that he is the all-time saves leader. Yeah. It's a shame. And you can't really believe the guy. I mean, he choked out Bryce Harper in a dugout. The guy's obviously has anger issues. I had no problem, by the way, with Alex Verdugo's comments in his, I guess, Zoom press conference with the Yankees. I mean, all he pretty much said was like, I mean, I don't know if he was necessarily taking a shot at Alex Cora, but he kind of was just saying he was excited to play for Aaron Boone. And
Yeah.
Jonathan Papelbon said, "Screw you, you're a Yankee now. Cora's my guy." Blah blah blah. So Jonathan Papelbon can easily get Cole from me. Yes. Number
Like that
2.
one.
I figured you would.
Might have
I don't know.
similar.
I don't know if you'll. I don't know if you'll necessarily. I think you'll agree with me here. The 2023 Phillies are on my naughty list.
Oh,
The
wow.
Yeah, I know that's in the past technically now, and we're looking to the future. But for you, and this is the way I look at it as a baseball fan. You stripped baseball world of a good World Series potentially between the Rangers and the Phillies, and you gave us a crap World Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. That's who you gave us. Because of you, Philadelphia. Because of you, Trey Turner in Game 6 and Game 7. Because of you, Nick Castellanos in Game 6 and Game 7. I don't care, Bryce Harper, if they walk pitch around you. Because of you, Bryce Harper. Because of you, Craig Kimbrell. Because of you, Johan Rojas. Okay? So the 2023 Phillies, for losing the NLCS when they had a lead to the Arizona Diamondbacks, you should have a good World Series. You and the Rangers would have been a good World Series. Objectively speaking, it would have been a better World Series, Nick.
Yeah. I totally understand your frustration. Yeah, just seeing the way they lost that series and the decisions that were made and the mistakes that were made. Oh, Texas and Philadelphia, that would have went 7-2. That would have went 7
That's my
games.
point. I'm not even trying. I'm trying to put my Philadelphia fandom aside. I'm
Very
just saying.
evenly
I'm saying
matched.
those two. That's what I'm saying.
The
Good
bank.
World
Oh,
Series.
yeah. I listen. They deserve they deserve it wholeheartedly. The way they finished out the season, the way they went out, not great, not great. They deserve to be on. They get Cole. They get Cole for sure,
They
for
do.
sure. Until they
Yep.
change their mind, they'll be on the naughty list again next year.
I agree. All right, last one.
Okay.
We get to yours. Any baseball writer who has a vote in the Hall for the Hall of Fame, and I saw one the other day. Anybody that puts like one vote down or zero, especially zero, obviously, just trying to be an a-hole. They're on the ultimate naughty list and will be on the ultimate naughty list forever. You're screwing. There's baseball fans with no writing experience that deserve a vote over you, no doubt. And it's a shame that you have a vote. I'm not going to name names because, well, technically I could, but because some people put their names out there. Some people just don't even do it anonymous. They're like, hey, look at me. I put my ballot out. And those are the worst people because they're just looking for the attention. So they're easily on my naughty list. And they should. I don't even know. Is it worth it to get some of these people cold? Because, like, you're spending time and energy to get them something. You know what I mean? Or is it better just
I
give
think
them
so.
nothing?
I think it's worth it. That's it.
Yeah.
No one wants Cole. Who wants Cole? What are you going to do with Cole?
Right. I guess it's better to get nothing than Cole, right?
Yeah, rather have nothing than get a stack of coal. That's not good.
All right, give me yours.
All right, number one. I can't believe he wasn't on yours. He will never leave the naughty list. Rob Manfred. Why is Rob Manfred not on your list? Rob Manfred's number one on my list. There's no way Rob Manfred will ever leave my naughty list. He'll be on every year when we do the show, when we do the Christmas show. Rob Manfred for continuously making poor decisions as a commissioner, continuously being an arrogant commissioner, very arrogant guy. Not a fan of him. I don't think he's done a great job as commissioner. I think baseball would be in a better position if they found another commissioner and didn't, let him go for more and more time as the lead man. I have always had a thing for Rob Manfred, and the continuously going with my wish list, continuously tinkering with the game over and over. You got to let things play out. Like I know you want to try different things, but let baseball be baseball at times. There's good time. There's a time and a place to make the changes. Stop, relax, chill out. Stop trying to overhaul the game. I've had enough of it. Rob Manfred, bad guy, bad commissioner, on my naughty list.
Okay, give me number 2. I agree.
Numero dos, and it was your first one, Jonathan Papelbon. What? Really?
Yeah, what a clown.
Come on. I've had enough of it. And you said it. You said it. I mean, the choking out of Bryce Harper. I mean, the comments he's made throughout the years, and then adding with the vertigo stuff.
Yeah, what a
Come on,
clown.
man.
Yeah.
Zip it.
And then
Just
for him
zip
to
it
say
already,
like he's
John.
gonna drill him, like, nah, you're a
Yeah,
clown.
I mean, really, the guy's ridiculous. It does stink. He's an all-time Philly save leader. That's why they got to sign Josh Hader to get him in the building. He'll overtake Jonathan Papelbon in just a couple of years.
Right.
That's how we go that way. Number 3, member of the show, Cisco Rojas.
Whoa!
It's on the naughty list this year. And it stems from Cooperstown. I did you not think you weren't getting cold this year? Wearing the different jersey, the Ken Griffey jersey to Cooperstown, and telling Phillies fans you were a Phillies fan. Going around parading yourself as a Phillies fan in a different jersey. Right there. And then you continue. You didn't make up for it. You wore a Diamondbacks jersey as a Phillies fan during the NLCS. Who does that? You are getting cold this year. We need to fix you. We need to get you back on track in 2024 because I've had enough. And the people that listen to this show are great listeners. Have had enough. We got to stop you because you're getting cold for the jersey malpractice of this year. The wearing of these different jerseys, the phoniness of it all. I've had enough of it. We're gonna get you on a right path. We need to see you in better fashion next year. You're gonna have a better fashion statement when we go to Cooperstown. We're gonna change you. All right, we're gonna change you. And I hope you're committed to it. We're gonna get you a makeover because you need it. Your baseball fashion, zip. It caused you to get cold this year. It's causing you to get cold. On my naughty list, Francisco Rojas of the Shift, my co-host. I did not want to do it. But I had to.
It's funny. I feel like I should have saw this coming. I should have saw this coming. Look, man, you're beating the dead horse at this point. I mean, it's over. It's over. I wore the jerseys. I will wear more jerseys, and then you better get used to it.
You're doubling down.
Doubling down. I like to wear jerseys. That's what I do.
Lot of work to do.
Okay.
A lot of work.
All right.
You
know what? I'll give me your 3 nice, and then I'll end.
3 nice. All right. Number 1, got to go with John Middleton, managing partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, heading into the luxury tax once again this year, committing to this team once again. I got to put him on the nice list. The guy goes out in the stands, throws baseballs to fans. John Middleton's on my nice list, as well as being able to bring Aaron Nola back, man. Giving him that contract. It was a lot of years, a good amount of money for Nola. But, man, John Middleton on my nice list. He's just a great owner. I had to put him on there. Willing to go into the luxury tax for the fan base of the Philadelphia Phillies. John Middleton's number 1 for me. I'll go straight down the list. Elly De La Cruz. How can I leave him off, man? The joy that this man brought during the summer, in early summer, late spring. I got to put him on, man. Bring in excitement and pizzazz to the game of baseball. I thought that was pretty nice. I know we struggled to end the year. I get it. But Elly De La Cruz, fun baseball personality, brought a little bit of that personality to the game. I'm all forward in 2024. He's on my nice list this year. And finally, number 3, the Hall of Fame voters that are voting for Chase Utley on the first round. Oh, they are on the nice list this year. I've seen I've seen so many ballots marking Chase Utley down first round. You're on the nice list this year in my book. Those are my 3 on the nice. Francisco, throw it over.
I respect them. I'll give you my 3. I'm glad we have different ones this time. Not that the naughty weren't fun. They were definitely fun. Nice one. Recently, I thought this was super dope. For Shohei Ohtani for gifting Joe Kelly's wife a Porsche. I mean, Shohei Ohtani, we all love Shohei Ohtani. He's definitely on the nice list. That was just, that just speaks so much to his personality, who he is as a person.
Yeah,
That was incredible for anyone that
I
didn't
saw
see
that.
it. Yeah, for anyone that didn't see it. So, there's video of, a new Porsche out front of Joe Kelly and his wife's house. And, I don't know what, Kelly's wife's name is, but, she gets a new Porsche because Shohei Ohtani, thanked them for the whole, Ohtani Take 17
Yeah,
campaign because they wanted him to come to the Dodgers. And Joe Kelly has a different number now, but for sure. So I thought that was really, really sweet of Shohei Ohtani. And he's on the nice list.
heck
So,
yeah.
yeah. So number 2. I know I just spoke bad technically about this team and in the naughty list in regards to the 2023 Phillies. The Diamondbacks GM, I would say, and this is the Diamondbacks in general in their offseason, because I feel like they're not a team that's standing pat. They're making moves, getting Eduardo Rodriguez, and Eugenio Suarez, re-signing Lourdes Gurriel Jr., making good moves to, build upon getting to a World Series last year. It's going to be a tough NL West to play in with
Yeah.
Ohtani and Yamamoto there in LA now. And we'll see what happens with the Padres this year. But I think the Diamondbacks are my nice list because they're quietly making good moves, and I think they deserve a little bit of recognition for making some positive moves this offseason to improve their team. You know what I mean? So Diamondbacks and Mike Hazen, D-backs GM, number 2 for me. So I'll go number 3. And I know you saw this, Nick. And this is awesome. I don't know why Billie Eilish was wearing a Jake Peavy White Sox jersey and SNL. I have no idea why, but that is a large W for Jake Peavy, for baseball, for Billie Eilish. 100%. By the way, she's kind of cute. I did not realize she's very cute. I was very
Big Billie
intrigued when I
Eilish
saw
fan,
her.
are you? You ever listen to her music?
No, but maybe I'll give a listen now.
I
You
won't.
know,
It's all right.
you
She's
won't
okay. She's okay.
the music or the looks.
Nah, both.
Ah! Oh boy, he's retired. We forgot he's retired, even though we downloaded Tinder. All right. Anyway.
Oh.
Well, what? I said nothing. So anyway.
Yo, did you see? Speaking of jerseys, though. Speaking of jerseys,
what?
did you see during the whole Shohei experience during this offseason, Drake wore the Shohei Ohtani jersey? Did you
Was
see
it
that?
it was like a Blue Jays
All-Star.
version of it, right?
I think it was an all-star
Oh,
jersey.
you're right. You're right. I did see
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Dope as
That was
hell.
pretty cool.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
Love that. So Drake could be on the nice list too.
Okay.
But Billie Eilish for wearing the Jake Peavy jersey. I thought it was
How about
dope.
that?
You didn't like it?
Cool. That's pretty
You
cool.
liked it?
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like seeing like the throwback jerseys, random player, Jake Peavy.
It was an interesting one because it wasn't like a Padres Jake Peavy. It was a White Sox. I don't think Billie Eilish has any ties to Chicago either. So it was very interesting.
I don't think so either. No.
So that was very odd.
She has fashion. Where she
I was gonna say she's like me. She's like me.
No.
Why aren't you giving her crap? Why aren't you giving her crap? Why aren't you giving her crap?
Because she's not a dedicated Philadelphia fan like you, supposedly.
How do you know?
So,
you don't know.
So she's not from Philadelphia.
Yeah,
She's never associated. You're right. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Come on, stop trying to wiggle yourself out of it. Yeah, you're not getting out of this one, pal.
I'm just checking the temperature. That's all. I'm just trying to see where you're at with it. I'm just trying to see I'm trying to see your intentions here. All right. So yes, that'll do it for us today. Give us your naughty list. Give us your nice list. Give us your Christmas wishes. What do you think of the Yamamoto deal? What do you think of the Dodgers? Let us all know. Nick, we'll be back soon. Take us out.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. It's the Shift, San Francisco.